Welcome to the Stone and Wood Post Show here at the Bioglan Newcastle SURFEST presented by Bonsoy. Another huge day, more names are joining the CT ranks. Sarah Baum, well, she's not one of them, but she is still alive in this contest, just getting the victory over Sally Fitzgibbons. That means that Sally is still all locked up with Beck Woods with 3 SURFEST victories. Ronnie Blakey sitting alongside Felicity Parmentier. Richie Lovett. How's the stress levels, guys? Are we decompressing a little bit? Another stressful day?
Nowhere near decompressed at all.
No, we've still got a full day, a finals day to get through as well, but amazing scenes. We did see 3 more surfers realise their dream today, Rich.
Yeah, it was really cool, and how can we go past Mateus Herdy? That was the biggest emotional letdown I think I've ever seen in surfing. You know, he literally couldn't even compose himself when you're interviewing him, Fleck. That was it was good TV for sure, but you did well to hang on.
Oh man, I just felt for him. You know, obviously we got to get the interview, but I was like, wow, it's just
sitting in that precarious 9th place, and obviously the big bonus for Mateus, which he didn't realise at the time, was that all the people chasing his spot were on the same side of the draw, so there was always the chance they were going to run into each other. It ended up being Dimitri Poulos who fell out of the event, and that meant that Mateus was locked in for the 2026 season. Nadia Erostarbe, another competitor who had a really stressful couple of days, a priority blunder. She mentioned that herself in different words after she was told that she'd made the CT. But yeah, she was absolutely buzzing. And then Alyssa Spencer, obviously emotional as well. She'll be making her championship tour return.
This is cool. She had no idea, right? She had no idea that if she just won that heat, the dream is realised. And I mean, she spoke to it just, you know, she's had a really tough year for a number of different reasons, and yeah, she almost started to break down when Kuiper was speaking to her. So, yeah, this is really cool. There's only one spot left on each one.
Oh, only one spot left on the men's side and on the women's side. It's so intense, Rich. I mean, the fight is on for those places. Really nervous times for the surfers sitting at the back end of those ranks. Let's have a look at the qualifiers for the 2026 Championship Tour season. Tia Zabrowski, #1 on the Challenger Series. Yolanda Hopkins has stitched up her place. Sally Fitzgibbons lost out this afternoon, but she'll be stoked just to be in the mix back on the CT.
Yeah, she's already in, and Francisca Vaselko already on board as well. Nadia and Alyssa, they got their tickets today, so they've jumped on board the bus and they'll be heading down to the Rip Curl Pro, Bells Beach. One spot to go, lucky #7, who will it be? We've got Sophie McCullough, looked so good today. I pegged her as stealing that final spot.
Well, only one surfer today confirming their place on the Men's Championship Tour. It is Mateus Herdy. I believe there's some celebrations going down this afternoon before he, of course, shifts his focus to the first event of the Championship Tour season. But it's an incredible graduating class already. Still one place to be decided. And, of course, the hunt for a top 5 finish to skip that opening round on the Men's Championship Tour, avoid that opening round. So the quest continues for a couple of surfers, Rich.
Yeah, lots of storylines going through the event, and every single heat consequential. And like you said, we go down to that first Championship Tour event, and the first round, it's straight into elimination. And well, here we go.
Yeah,
let's switch our focus.
This is a real treat for the fans here at the 40th anniversary of SURFEST. This is Matt Hall, Red Bull athlete, and a big part of the Red Bull Air Race World Championships over the years. He calls Newcastle home, and he is lighting up the skies at the moment.
This is giving me funny in the tummies just watching it.
Reminds me, Rich, of that flight we took over the Andes on our way to Brazil that year.
Yeah, that was hectic.
As someone who gets worried about the slightest bit of turbulence, this right now has got my heart rate. Just when you said, have you recovered? My heart rate spiked.
I can feel the anxiety, Fleck. Just breathe through it, love.
Matt Hall has shaken up some of the best surfers in the world. He's taken Mick Fanning on a couple of joy rides. Well, they were joyful for Matt.
You could not pay me enough to get in that plane.
Kidding me? Vertical. How do you even do that?
Everything has a price, Rich.
That's defying physics.
But yeah, how cool. Matt, super accomplished pilot, unbelievable. 2019. He was #1 in the world. And yeah, just a freak.
Oh, man, the G-forces in that plane right now.
How is it even? I just don't.
Mind-blowing.
I don't understand how it's possible. I don't understand how can you go vertical? How does it not fall? What is? Someone explain it to me.
No. They're bringing out all stops to keep the crowd entertained here at the obviously the 40th edition of this amazing event. But we're going to dive into some highlights now, having a look at Heat 6 of the men, the round of 16. You know, up until this point, this was, you know, certainly became the biggest heat of the day. Levi Slawson, he needed a miracle in the dying stages, and he found it.
Yeah, this was incredible surfing. And at this point right now, Mateus Herdy was literally biting his nails down to the nubs. And Shion Crawford, he has been on an absolute mission through this event. And I pegged him as like a dark horse to come in and really upset it. And it's been surfing incredibly well.
Shion needed to win the contest, and when he landed this thing, it seemed like he was on his way, didn't it?
Yeah, it sounded like he tapped into some flow, and I was thinking, uh-oh, okay, well, this isn't... On the other hand, you just spoke to Mateus, was on the sideline. This happened, and Mateus was like, oh, okay, here we go.
Well, look,
cheering.
The celebration.
They loosened the cork on the champagne
totally.
bottle right as this happened. But and then Levi just went, hang on a minute, cop this. Streaks down the line, takes to the air, beautiful straight air, gets the perfect launch, pillowy landing, and just rode out of it with so much steeze and confidence. And then have a look at the switch there. Camp Revilla just had to put a lid on it just for well, it was for 30 more minutes.
That's one of the most clutch waves ridden I've seen in a long time. Levi Slawson needs to make the semi-finals to lock in his championship tour spot. Liam O'Brien now, the focus shifts to him, but of course with Levi winning through, that meant that Mateus had to wait a little bit longer as well. Congratulations to Shion Crawford, a great run for him in the contest, and I think the way he's surfing, he'll be a real threat on the Challenger Series next year.
He sure will. I think this year it's been a real confidence builder for Shion. You know, he was a bit reckless in years past. I reckon that's a pretty good way to describe his approach, but he's got some incredible airs on lock, and I just think the maturity in his competition now has really developed, and he'll be a real threat.
Surf's big, and that'll serve you well on the Challenger Series. We just saw a great clash. It was one that I think we probably had pegged a favourite in, but Sarah Baum, Kipes, getting it done and keeping that dream of winning SURFEST alive.
Yeah, Ronnie, Sarah Baum, just so efficient out there. 2 waves ridden, a heat win, and an excellent score. Go over that heat for me.
Yeah, I just waiting around all day. I was obviously quite nervous. Just trying to, you know, maintain my composure. I knew that the tide was coming in and hopefully that wind was going to back off, so I thought there might be a nice afternoon glass off. And yeah, I've been watching that little right bank, and I thought that maybe, you know, the chances of paddling out a little bit later, kind of like making my way down the beach, I might snag a little right off that bowl. And yeah, that wave kind of just came to me, and I was just like, okay, just simplify 2 turns or even 1 turn. They've been getting scores all day, so I kind of just did that. And then I was like, let's just quickly back it up. And then I sat with Sally for the rest of the heat, which obviously I felt bad about, but I know that she would do the same to me, and she can drop 8s like with her eyes closed. So yeah, I'm just super stoked that it all went my way, and yeah, it just felt really, really good.
You've had a lot of success here. What's your mindset going into finals day?
Yeah, honestly, I haven't done too well in the big events here, but I have done well in the smaller events. And I don't know, I just feel like I have this mindset that it is like a smaller event, and you know, points and rankings don't really mean much to me at the moment. So I'm really just trying to find momentum and build my confidence back. And yeah, as I said in the interview earlier, my boards have been feeling really amazing, and yeah, the surf is really fun, and I get to sleep in my own bed and have my family friends around, and yeah, honestly, I'm just taking it day by day and heat by heat.
Congratulations. Look forward to your finals day.
Thank you so much. Cheers, guys.
Yeah, Kipes, that is really cool. Sarah Baum, a couple of years back, got really close to winning here at SURFEST. She's been living here in Newcastle for, I think, about 8 years now, and she wants to get that trophy. And who knows, yesterday at the celebration of 40 years of SURFEST, Beck Woods picked Sarah Baum for the win. Maybe she's a bit of a prophet, Rick. What do you reckon?
Go, yeah. Well, Beck Woods has done it before, and I think she was probably the second happiest person behind Sarah Baum when she got through that heat, because that's just put a lid on her title of 3 wins. Being eclipsed by Sally.
Totally,
right.
Yeah,
totally.
So,
Yeah, no
the
wonder she was
record-
going for it.
Yeah, the record is intact for another year.
Okay, we're going to check out the Boost Mobile heat of the day. It was another heat that featured a huge buzzer beater moment and one of the more consequential heats of the round of 16 on the men's side. The young gun, the teenager Lucas Cassity going up against Dimitri Poulos. This is the one that Mateus Herdy was absolutely riding an emotional roller coaster on, and in the end, he got the result that he needed from it.
This thing was crazy, right? Like, Dimitri needed to advance this to keep his dreams alive, but what I saw from Lucas in this heat was nothing short of amazing. I mean, we saw him this Challenger Series, as we see Mateus here just holding that pole for dear life. But right here, what we saw from Lucas Cassity, this air, he did it once already this season, dropped the 10 at Bolito. This is the second time in the same Challenger Series season that he's put the world on notice. 9-2-5, you know, in the buzzer beater situation, and really solidified Mateus' place on tour.
Incredible stuff.
Mateus will never forget it. And Lucas Cassity will always have a trundle to sleep on. And Mateus' pad over in Brazil. There's the heat score totals. Dimitri Poulos, unbelievable talent. Great year on the Challenger Series. Ultimately fell short of his dream of getting to the CT, but love his surfing, Rich. And I think he'll be back next year to give it a good shake-up.
Yeah, especially at Newcastle here in the last 2 events. He has really put on a classy show. And he was in full control in that heat. It was just that buzzer beater moment from the Mexican kid and stole it.
Having a look now at the Men's Challenger Series live rankings, Flick, and there's a couple of big heats coming up for Callum and for Kauli Vaast. Kauli, if he makes the semis, will overtake Eli Hanneman and become the Challenger Series champion. Callum Robson shooting for a top 5 finish to ensure that he skips that first round down at the Rip Curl Pro Bells Beach.
Oh, you meant, but then here, number 11, Levi, right? He's matched up against Kauli. So if Levi advances through, then I think it could be potential doom for Liam O'Brien.
Oh, it is. It is doom.
Okay, it's doom. So these are going to be massive quarterfinals coming up for the men's side, and can't wait to get stuck into it tomorrow.
Both these rounds were obviously intense. It's kind of been that way right from the opening rounds of both the men's and women's contests, because there has been massive implications, mathematical shots for outsiders. We're going to dive into heat round 16, heat number 3. Sophie McCulloch up against Teresa Bonvalon. Both these surfers with a fighting chance to crack the championship tour once again for Sophie. And Teresa's had opportunities and fallen short just before. So you could feel the energy shift when these two hit the lineup.
Oh, totally. Jesse and I were calling this heat together, and they've got serious history. You know, Sophie McCulloch needed to win Haleiwa, and she did it in fine form that year and actually pipped Teresa out of qualification situation there. So this was a big heat for both of them. And Sophie McCulloch, this one single turn, 8.17, excellence. Rich, you spoke to it. You think you've kind of picked her, right? You think she's in fine form to get the job done?
I just think she looks rock solid. She's been in this situation before where she's needed to win an event in Hawaii against the best, and she's gone all the way. So she understands what that pressure's like and what it feels like. So she's comfortable with it. I just think she's looking so good at the moment, coming back from injury and sort of been beaten down, I guess, in the last year or two. She's just full of confidence.
Yeah, she's got some work to do still as we have a look at the Women's Challenger Series rankings, live rankings. Tia up in front. Alyssa already has confirmed her place, just one spot up for grabs. And Sophie McCulloch, just a nightmare for Anat Lilior. And she doesn't need to do a whole lot more, but she's definitely focused on taking the victory here. It feels like the Sunshine Coaster.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to come down and check the waves tomorrow. I think we're going to have really, really fun conditions. And yeah, it's been an incredible week. And we're going to crown some champions tomorrow and lock in the final qualifiers.
Let's have a look at the Surfline forecast now. And Rich, you can tell us what's coming our way on finals day here.
Every
Thanks,
time.
Ron. Thanks, mate. Gladly take it. So there we are at Newcastle. And we've had incredible waves all week, super contestable. And really, there's only one more day to call. And I have had a little sneaky look on the Surfline app. and seen that the forecast is lining up really well for tomorrow. We've had this onshore kind of system that's been moving up the coast, produced beautiful waves across the whole east coast of Australia. We're going to have offshore winds in the morning, 3 to 4 foot faces. I'm going to call it just a fraction bigger than that, at least head high, and a couple of bigger sets. It will tick around to the onshore by the afternoon, and another little kick in the swell. So super contestable conditions to crown some champions.
How do the conditions affect your picks, Flick, for who you think might take this one out? Does anyone get more of an advantage in the offshore winds? And ultimately, it feels like we might be faced with a bit of both tomorrow.
Totally. I just go back to that other offshore morning we had, and just, you know, it was crisp, it was offshore, it was beautiful, and we saw a lot of the men go into the air. I think Makana Fransman comes to mind. I mean, obviously he's out of the draw now, but just it did bring a different style of surfing. And there was also a little tube every now and then on offer too. So with a little bit more swell, Rich, if you think it may be going to be head high, maybe we see a couple of barrels, but I think it's going to look very dreamy, probably similar to that other offshore day, but maybe just that bit bigger.
Bring it on. Looking forward to it. But right now we are going to dive into the Bioglan Daily Dose, the top 5 moments for another stunning day of competition here at SURFEST, starting with number 5, Sanoa Denfli-Olin. She was incredible in her heat. This was one of the best rides of the day.
Yeah, beautiful backhand surfing here. 9-point ride. This is one way to do it. Just so clean on the rails, so crisp. Beautiful turns, and I'm always watching that indication of spray coming off the board just to see how wet those rails were and how clean the turn is.
It was a buzzer beater fest out there today. Number 4, Levi Slawson keeps his dreams alive with this huge straight air.
This thing had so much emotion attached to it. 1, for Levi to keep his dreams alive, but 2, the opposite for Mateus, because it was like, it was doom and gloom for Mateus over in the Riviera camp. He just could not believe it that Levi got the job done. So this moment, emotional for both surfers.
Oh, they were just ripping in over there in Encinitas when Levi stomped that one. Lucas Cassity, you know, he ended Dimitri Poulos' run towards qualification. He gave Mateus Herdy a place on the championship tour, stomping this massive rotation.
Yeah, earned the victory in this heat. A huge air, possibly the biggest, loftiest air we've seen in the event so far. And this kid's on a heater.
The turn of the day. Callum Robson, super impressive. Had just a second left on the clock when he got to his feet, and he swung into this rotation, got himself a 9-point ride, and turned things around and made the jump into the quarterfinals.
Hey, this Bioglan Daily Dose is probably going to be the best top 5 I've seen in a long time. Today was full of emotion, right?
It sure was, but coming in at number 1, undeniable. Just the emotion that we saw from those surfers qualifying. In particular, this guy, Mateus Herdy, he has proven himself at the CT level before. He's semi-finaled in championship tour events. He's so talented, that talent being recognised by Julian Wilson, who's been right there by his side throughout the contest, and he has realised the dream today, along with Nadia Erostarbe, who missed out by 1 place on qualifying for last year's CT. Got the call up as a replacement surfer through the first half of the year, but you know that's got to be a real hard sort of situation to be in, where you don't know if you're going to be in the next event. But Nadia will be a full-time campaigner, and then the return to the CT for young Alyssa Spencer.
Oh, this is cool. I mean, the year that she did qualify, there was the cut there. She didn't make the cut. She doesn't get a full year. This time, she's getting a full crack at the CT this year. Every single location on the tour she will be at, and a little bit of redemption for her, I'd say.
Yeah, just so impressed. So impressed by the nerve being held by Alyssa Spencer in that moment, you know, to get yourself in a position, to get yourself back onto the CT, to arrive at an event inside the top 7 and then go through a couple of rounds, and suddenly, while you're still progressing, you're pushed outside, and then to go up against a powerhouse like Kira Pinkerton and hold it together and get the scores you needed was pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's been she's been like a yo-yo in and out of that top position. So incredible, I guess, grit and determination, and the ability to just stay in the process and stay with that belief that you can do it. And you know, congratulations to Alyssa Spencer for getting back on the tour. It's going to be great to see her do a full year.
Let's have a look at what the quarterfinal bracket looks like for the women. We know some great matchups have been established, and some underdog victories today has set up the chance for a new champion here on the women's side. Ellie Harrison is chasing a second Surfest title. She'll take on the young Ziggy McKenzie. That is definitely going to be a tough heat for Ziggy, but what are your thoughts looking at the rest of these matchups, Flick?
For me, I just go to the women that's still, you know, Sophie McCulloch for me. I just can't go past that one. All eyes are on this matchup because I think Sol also has an outside chance. If she wins this thing, I think she's still in contention.
That's
so
right.
This one here, quarter 2, is my pick of those. Obviously, quarter 3, you got Tia Zabrowski, Sanoa. Yes, Sanoa might be a little bit of an underdog, but you can't be considering yourself an underdog when you drop a 9 today. You know, yes, Tia has been the talk of the town, but that will be one to watch. And then Alyssa Spencer and Sarah Baum. I mean, can Sarah Baum advance through, and can she get rid of that bridesmaid finish? Because she's had a fair few of them here.
Yeah, I believe that Sanoa's still got a mathematical shot as well. So it's going to be intense to watch. The quarterfinal bracket for the men is looking unbelievable. Young guns on the top side of the draw, and 2 old sparring partners meeting in that first quarter, Rich.
Yeah, that's an exciting one. Dakoda and Caleb, who's kind of the local story, got the backing of Revere and all the crew down here. And Dakoda Walters really coming into form in this event. Finn McGill, Alister Reginato, so another one of the Aussies. So 3 out of the 4 competitors, Australia representation in the top bracket there of the quarterfinals. Kauli Vaast and Levi Slawson. That is going to be an intense matchup. Kauli going for the Challenger Series win, so that's a must-make for him. And then Lucas Cassity and Callum Robson. Mate, all these quarterfinals on both sides, the men and women, is going to be amazing. I think they're really well paired up and looking forward to it.
There's still a couple of big nerve-wracking clashes coming our way on the men's and women's side. Obviously, that third quarterfinal heat is going to be so intense for Levi Slawson. He's going to be up against it, but you know, he's kind of proven that no matter what situation that he gets in, with that big air, you know, it's such a great ace up the sleeve that he can pull out if he's in trouble, and he might need it against Kauli because he's been so powerful and strong in his run through the contest.
Yeah, that's going to be a heat to watch for sure. I just can't believe that we've made it all the way to finals day, but we've still got a spot on the men's and a spot on the women's to decide, because, you know, it could have happened earlier in the event, but the way it's all unfolded is that we're going to watch it go down on finals day. So bring it on.
It's going to be fantastic to see. Expecting some more swell to stick around. We've had an unbelievable time. Hope you've enjoyed the show. We've got amazing highlights for you. We'll be here nice and early tomorrow, making a call at 7:30 a.m. to potentially get competition on finals day underway at 8 o'clock. We'll see you then.
Cash, but I'm richer than a mother. I've been down, but I'm finally out the gutter. Got a crew, yeah, we rock it like no other. Yes, I'm proud of my sisters and my brothers. Strangers now, gonna be the best of friends. Celebrate like the story never ends. Word aside when we're stepping on the scene. Word or not, like we're living in a dream.